Average Joe's Eatery and Patio Bar is North Bay's only year-round lakefront restaurant. On the shores of beautiful Trout Lake, we have been serving delicious food and stunning views since 1999. Indulge in one of our delicious menu items or simply sit with a cocktail in hand and watch the beauty of Trout Lake before your eyes. Check us out online at averagejoes.net or visit us in person at 3501 Trout Lake Road, North Bay.
The Goalie Resiliency Podcast, hosted by Chris Dawson and Dr. Rob Graham. With player interviews new and old, goalie insights, and everything you need to know about being a netminder, this is the podcast to check out. You can subscribe at youtube.com/goalie resiliency or instagram.com/goalie_resiliency.
Good evening and welcome into the Jerry McCrory Countryside Sports Complex here in Sudbury, Ontario for the final game of the NOJHL Showcase on day number 2. I'm Courtney Kenny, pleased to be joined by Ben Long for this matchup between the hometown Sudbury Cubs and your Powassan Voodoos here on Flow Hockey and YouTube. Ben?
This was the headline game last year. It was the championship finals last year, and it's a headline game again this year. It's a classic rivalry between the North Bay area Powassan Voodoos and the greater Sudbury Cubs. There's long-lived rivalry between the two regions, and it lives on tonight.
The last time these two teams matched up, it was game number 5 of the NOJHL Finals last April. Right here, just behind us on ice pad number 1, or in ice pad number 2, which technically isn't the home rink of the Cubs. It's ice pad number 1, which is Olympic size, but that's the last time that these two teams matched up in a game in which Marshall McCharles scored the game winner, the series winner, to clinch the NOJHL Finals in that game. You got to think the Powassan Voodoos are out for a little bit of revenge in this one. They've had a bit of a slow start, just picking up their second win of the season yesterday in a 2-1 win over the Blind River Beavers, whereas the Cubs have picked right up where they left off. I had a little bit of a sputter in the beginning, but they've righted the ship pretty quickly.
Yeah, the Powassan Voodoos have looked good in the last few games. They've come out strong. They've made some new additions, including their goalie, and we'll see what they're going to look like tonight.
As we get set for the opening draw, the Voodoos in their road whites are going left to right. The Cubs in their home blues are going right to left, and we're underway as the Voodoos win the puck back to Mason Rotundo. And now Nathan Pelche takes a bit of a spill at his own blue line, but Justin Russo picks up the puck quickly. Russo for the captain, Smith. He gains the red line, sends it down the ice, and now behind the net it goes. Cowell on the far side. Puck comes out. Russo tries to keep it in, but Shanks gets it down the ice for Sudbury. Now Rotundo gains the red line, dumps it right back in. Pelche chases after it. Pelche picks it up behind the net after the goaltender had left it there. Now puck out front for Jack Nolan, newcomer of this team. He got in his first game action yesterday with the Voodoos, and now Shanks picks up his helmet after it got knocked off his head. That could have been a penalty. You're supposed to go right to the bench right away. Now the puck knocked back in. Voodoos, Nolan on the far side. Jack Nolan playing for the Hearst Lumberjacks a bit last year before going to the OJHL. Did not look out of place in his first game with the Voodoos yesterday. Now Misa sends it back into his own zone. And McKillop has it behind his net. A few players new to this rivalry in this game, but Asinaway is not part of the championship team last year. He goes for a skate behind the net, gets it back to Chitteroni, also part of that team. Chitteroni steps up, takes a shot, and Seibel with the save. Austin Seibel getting his second start for the Voodoos as well, since being acquired from the MHL. And while he got the loss in the game against French River on Saturday, he looked very strong in net indeed, and that'll bring us to a stoppage here on a icing call against Powassan.
We've pointed out so far in this not even 2 minutes of the game, the two newest players to the Powassan lineup, but they have overall a very different lineup from last year that we saw at the championship finals, and I'm sure they're looking to make their own record in their own case this year.
Vlad with the puck, skates around. Now he throws the puck back all the way down the ice, and Eiserhoff goes after it. Eiserhoff sent it cross ice. Now coming out of the zone is Chitteroni. Chitteroni got it over to Walker. And now it's sent back in. Now a trip there that will go against Powassan, so we'll get a delayed penalty. And there is the penalty now called against the Voodoos, as Chitteroni was tripped up. Mason Walker, rookie extraordinaire for the Greater Sudbury Cubs, just signed an agreement with the Sudbury Wolves, so he'll be up and down this year between the two teams, I'm sure.
That's an exciting advancement for him to have that opportunity. Any of these players at this level, I'm sure most of them would love that chance to jump up to the OHL, unless they have their eyes specifically set on American colleges.
Walker, back for his man McCartney. Now back to Walker, cross ice. Chance here for the Cubs, takes the shot. Seibel with the save. And we'll get another stoppage here. 17:27 left in this first period.
And they say often that your goaltender is supposed to be your best penalty killer. Seibel has been that tonight so far with that shot from inside the circle. He was able to get his glove on it and hold on to it. Now puck just dropped again.
Voodoos send it all the way down the ice. Valraman out to play the puck. Signoretti with the puck now out of his zone. That's Jacob Signoretti. Takes the shot. And Seibel with the save as well, as Asinaway finds himself seated on the ice after taking the shot.
That was a great play where he made his way in and got a quick shot off. But it was right into the body of Seibel where he absorbed it. And that was exactly what Powassan needed.
Puck won back by the Voodoos, but the Cubs get first real possession. Now near side to Walker. Walker goes cross ice. Finds Signoretti. Signoretti goes cross ice to Walker. Big save by Seibel. Another chance here. McCartney behind the net. Back on the far side to Signoretti. Signoretti walks out. Goes cross ice to the near side again. Another shot. Another save by Seibel. Now he's down on the ice as he got two whacks at it. And he made a big save on both of those. Austin Seibel looking great here early. Another shot just goes wide. Now Jacob Signoretti with the puck on the near side. Walks around, looks for some options. Goes cross ice again. And that one couldn't be picked up by Signoretti on the far side. Signoretti takes another shot. Seibel with another save, and he's just going to pounce on it with 38 seconds left on the man advantage for the Cubs.
That was another great play by Seibel. This penalty kill has been great. That was a great shift by Pelche out there, who was high covering the top of the diamond. I'm a big fan of when penalty kills use the high pressure system where they're out pushing on players every chance they get to make them make a move, and he was doing that very well.
Puck now near side to Vlad at the point. Vlad carries it into the half wall. Back again to Vlad. Cross ice. Chitteroni gets to Cohan. Cohan to Vlad. Vlad back to Cohan. Cohan goes cross ice. And Chitteroni tried to direct it towards the net, but instead it's out of play. Still 17 seconds left on this man advantage.
And at 15 minutes and 56 seconds left in this period, we have 6 shots by the Cubs. Most of it's been on the power play for them, so that's why they have all the shots. There's no shots for Powassan, but they're about to be off the kill.
Cowell near side throws the puck down the ice. He was looking for his man Dubroy, and Dubroy found the pass behind him. Dubroy, of course, from Sudbury. Grew up playing in these rinks. Now Cohan going the other way. He stopped up at the line, and now Dawson going the other way, and he just throws the puck cross ice as we're back to 5-on-5. Chitteroni. Far side now. Cohan tried to get it out, but it was kept in. And it was delayed offside, so the Voodoos had to regroup. Cohan from his own zone. Goes past a couple of Voodoos, walks to the front, takes a sharp angle shot. Seibel makes the save. And the puck back to Lazarus at the point. Lazarus, his little chip pass. Found Cohan. Cohan puts it in deep for Rubik. Rubik goes around behind the end wall. Now Ellard will chase after it, but it's not him that gets to it. It's still kept in by Sudbury. Shanks battling on the far side. Cubs come away with it. Now back to Bouchard. Back to Cohan. Cohan took the shot. That one was blocked before he could get through. Another chance. Seibel made the save again. Now going the other way. DeCalloway leads the charge. DeCalloway tripped up. That'll be a penalty against the Cubs now. So now the Voodoos will have their chance of the man advantage.
And that was a great play by DeCalloway to really push the effort there and make them hold him up and draw that penalty. If any goal happens on this power play, he should deserve credit for at least a quaternary assist. Is that what 4 is?
I don't know what that counts for.
Tertiary assist, because there's primary and secondary already.
Misa in for the draw on the power play. It's 1 to Boys. Boys scored a big goal yesterday against the Beavers. Now Chitteroni comes away with it and dumps it down the ice. Seibel out to play it. Puck left behind the net for Rotundo. Rotundo up the ice quickly. Gets it over for Nolan. Nolan walks in. Nolan tried to get around his man. Instead, he takes a big tumble off a big hit there. Now Schunborn in the corner to Misa. Misa battling for it behind the net. Boys in there as well. Misa comes away with it. Gets it back to the point for Rotundo. Back for Misa. Misa walks in, goes cross ice, was looking for Nolan, who was streaking in, but Nolan just had it missed his hands a little bit. Now McCartney trying to skate down. He gets a chance. Big save there by Seibel on a good defensive effort by Nolan. One could say McCartney took off like a jet. These are terrible jokes, I'm sorry. I'll see myself out. Rotundo with the puck in his own zone. 55 seconds left on the man advantage. Gives it to Cowell. Cowell behind his net now. Stops up. Lets Jackson Smith pick it up. Smith up the ice for Dawson. Dawson walks in. On the near side half wall. Chips it behind the net. Cowell picks it up on the far side corner now. And now the puck comes loose all the way to the near side. Cohan off to the races. Cohan short-handed down the ice. Tried to go to the center of the ice. No one was there for a pass, though. And now a couple of players, Jackson and his man, get tangled up. Kept in now. Russo at the point. Russo over for Cowell. Cowell's shot goes well wide as he didn't really have a lane on the net. Russo leaving it for Cowell. Cowell walks around behind the net. Sharp angle shot. That one's off the side of the net. Now another chance. Goes down the ice. Rolls over Jackson Smith's stick. And that should do it on the power play here for the Voodoos. Officially registering no shots on the man advantage as Smith stands behind his net. Puck down the ice again. Schunborn got it out. And now Chitteroni flips it right back in. Far side. Trying to find Schunborn up the ice. Chitteroni picks it up though. And now coming back in. That was Jones McDonald. But he was just offside. So we'll get another stoppage here. 12:04 left in this first period.
That was quite a flurry of action since our last whistle that we had there. I think that whole power play happened with no breaks. And it's still showing no shots on net. I'm not sure if that's actually accurate or not, though.
Ellard off the draw. Found his man. Now it's back into Voodoos territory, but they couldn't keep it in as Navarro had to go back. Now Jacob Signoretti sends it back in. As Sinaway gets around his man and goes for a skate behind the net. Sinaway throws it towards the net, near side. And the Voodoos pick it up. Now going for a skate down the ice. That's Ellard. Puck goes cross ice into the Cubs zone, but not for very long, as is quickly back out. Signoretti walking back in. Takes a shot from the point. Seibel with the glove makes the save. And we'll get another stoppage here. Currently 8-0 shots in favor of the Cubs.
Seibel has really done a great job facing all 8 of those shots. He hasn't looked weak or out of place at all. This is my first chance to actually see him in game action as a new member of the Voodoos, and he's looking up to everything that I was expecting him to be.
DeCallaway got it to Pelche on the near side. Now the puck down the ice, but once again the Cubs pick it up. And now we'll get a stoppage here on a hand pass. So another face-off coming momentarily.
And this is the neat thing about these teams playing on this rink is this ice surface is sort of in between what the regular home surfaces are. So we're kind of splitting the difference here.
Yeah, Powassan Sportsplex, very small. And where the Cubs play, it's Olympic size. So this is regulation size for the NHL. Bowerman out to play the puck behind his net, left it for his mates. And now the puck right back down the ice. Iserhoff looking for his man, picked up by McKillop, and he gets it down the ice for Pelche. Pelche gains the zone. Skates around to the near side corner. Throws it around. Russo gets to it. Pelche picks it up again. Back to the blue line. DeCallaway takes a shot, and that one's blocked by traffic. Now Pelche throws it right back in deep. Cowell picks it up. No, it's past him. Cubs pick it up again, get it out of their zone as Walker flips it down the ice. But it's picked up by DeCallaway, who, if you're wondering who's wearing number 6 for Powassan, well, don't let your eyes deceive you. It is Lucas DeCallaway, usually wearing number 2. Mishap with his jersey, and that's why he's wearing number 6 temporarily. McKillop behind his net, back to DeCallaway. Callaway flips it down the ice, but Vlad picks it up at the center ice line. And it's flipped back into Cubs territory, but it would have been offside as Nolan was up above. Nolan nearly picked off that pass attempt to Vlad, but Vlad still has it. Vlad skating in his own zone, goes behind his net. 9.5 minutes left in this first period. Cohan takes a hit from Sam Rive, and now Rotundo takes a hit behind his net. Puck in the near side half wall. Battling for it again. Rubrick comes out with it. Back to his man. Jacob Signoretti sent it in. Another chance, it's in the back of the net. Seibel didn't see it. It hit a couple of bodies and it went in just underneath the goaltender. And it hit his stick and just rolled and trickled over the line.
Yeah, he didn't even see that shot be taken. It went through a bunch of bodies, and yeah, as you said, it hit his own stick, and that was his first reaction point to that shot being taken. 1-0 for the Sudbury Cubs, 9-0 on the shot clock.
Ryan Rubick with the goal. And the Voodoos line up again. Antonioni for the draw for the Cubs against Caden Dubroy. And it's one back by the Voodoos. Coleman sends it back in. Now it's to Smith. Cal down the ice for Dawson. Dawson walking in. Dawson had the puck ripped off his stick just a little bit too far, but he left it for Dubroy behind the net anyways. Now it's back for Coleman. Coleman with the shot, and that one hits a body and never made it its way through. Another chance here. Dubroy overskated the puck. And now Fabro sends it in deep. Behind the net, chance here for Jackson Smith. He sends the puck up. Up at the neutral zone now. Schoenborn got it in deep, but not very far. Now it's back to Smith. Smith took a shot, didn't hit a couple of bodies up front. Now the puck was loose. It was never covered, but the referees say blow it dead as they couldn't see it. It was on the other side of Bowerman, yet we could see it from where we were, and it was very obviously uncovered, but that'll bring us to our mid-period break, and we'll be back with more on the other side of this.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Average Joe's Eatery. Average Joe's, where we want your experience here to be a happy one. 3501 Trout Lake Road.
1-0 for the Sudbury Cubs after the first half of this period. Almost 12 minutes gone in this frame, to be precise. Off a goal by Ryan Rubik, I'm Courtney Kenny, pleased to be joined by Ben Long.
A little delayed on my stat presentation, but that is Ryan Rubik's first goal of the season, so congratulations to him for kicking off the campaign.
And that's one that Austin Seibel is going to want to have back for sure, as he didn't see it, like we mentioned, until it hit his stick and just trickled in over him, or over the line, I should say. Otherwise, he looked fantastic through the first almost 12 minutes.
Exactly. And the Boston Voodoos stormed back after that one. They got their first shot of the game and looked like they were lining up for a couple more shots right away until the whistle was blown because the ref lost sight of the puck that was nearly on, I believe it was Boyes' stick.
Schunborn in for the draw against Lucas Signoretti, the reigning NOJHL MVP. And I mean, that's fair when it's a 50-some game season and you have over 100 points.
Yep.
As he did last year with Espanola. And he even played less games because he played up in Sudbury for the Wolves a little bit. Asinaway takes the shot. That's over Seibel's net. Now Chitteroni keeps it in. And Asinaway in the corner. Asinaway looked across ice for Signoretti. And that one just missed him. Now Asinaway in the near side corner. Back to the half wall. Takes a shot from the point on the backhand. And the Voodoos pick it up. Down the ice, Schunborn walks in. Schunborn drops it back, picks it back up, looks out front, trying to get to his man, Deniz. And now Signoretti back with the puck going the other way to Walker. Walker walking into the Voodoos territory as McKillop's all over him. Back to the point for Vlad. Vlad takes a shot. Seibel saw that one coming from a mile away and just got that one in the crest and made the save.
And just a shout out from a couple minutes ago, Signoretti found himself in a good spot, but Cowie managed to get his stick in the way and deflect the puck out from a dangerous chance that Signoretti had, saving this becoming a 2-goal game.
Puck down into the blue line. Voodoos battling to get it down the ice. That's Russo. At the blue line, got it back. It's Lazarus now with it. Lazarus to Rive. Back for McKillop to Pelche. Pelche. Leaves it back for Cowell. To Walker. Now it's Eiserhoff. He got it to the middle of the ice for McCartney. Another chance by Walker, saved by Seibel. Now Cowell. Tries to muscle his way down the ice. He leaves it for Pelche. And we'll get a delayed offside here against the Voodoos.
And there's some fans in the audience that are calling for a penalty, but the refs are not calling for one, so looks like that was being called an at-fault offside or whatever the proper terminology is, but the faceoff's going all the way back down to the Voodoos' end.
Let's do that hockey.
Off to the glove side of Seibel.
Let's do that hockey.
There's ice and a puck, and that's what we do.
Navarro in his own zone as the Cubs won that all the way back into their own zone. Now Rotundo gets to it, sends it into the neutral zone. Jacob Signoretti sends it in. Rotundo picks it up and nearly knocked in on his own net as Rubik was in there creating all kinds of havoc. Now Nolan with it. Nolan down the ice, found his man who was just muscled off the puck. That's Boyes. And now on the far side corner, still battling for possession in the Cubs zone. That's Nolan in there along with Boyes. Nolan and Boyes battling for it. Now going the other way, the Cubs once again. Seibel with another save as he stops that one at the top of his crease, seeing that shot all the way as well.
He did a great job just absorbing that into his body and holding on to it so it doesn't get loose. And that's really the puck control is the difference between a great goalie and a good goalie. A good goalie will make that first save. A great goalie will make sure there's not a second shot to be had.
Yeah, he's done a very good job, I think, in the 2 games, not allowing too many rebounds, although he, ironically, rebounds is what killed him in that French River game, as they would pop out and there was no one there to clear them away when he did let them pop out. Now Lucas Signoretti with some speed through the neutral zone is called offside, though. He didn't seem to like that call.
It's funny how simple calls like that can be disagreed with so I know English words sometimes.
Vehemently?
Vehemently.
There you go. Welcome to our grammar lesson. And pronunciation lesson.
Yeah.
We're not very good at either.
We're learning.
Chitteroni in his own zone to Vlad. Vlad got it down the ice. And Lucas Signoretti now has it in Voodoos territory. Battling for it again in the near side corner. Voodoos send it out. As it's out for Dubroy with Dawson. Dubroy saw that one just over the blue line, tried to kick it back onside, but it is offside against the Voodoos.
And that's one thing that a good defensive pair will do, is that you close that gap so that you're causing a problem right at that blue line. If you let them walk in and give them the zone for free, that's just easy money for any offense. And Sudbury did a great job there of closing that gap and giving them problems right at the blue line there.
McKillop with the puck off the draw to McCoy. Now it's down for Dawson, who got it in. Dawson took a big hit, but Harris seemed to get the more issues with that one. Now Sinaway walks in. Look for Harris. Over for Dawson. McKillop. Up for Cal. Cal chips it out of the zone. And Dubroy in that line will go for a quick change, but Lazarus, sensing an opportunity, skates it right back into Voodoos territory. Got it back to Sinaway, now sent out front of the net. And no one was there in a blue jersey. Cal muscled off the puck. Picks it up in the neutral zone. Doesn't get it very far, though, as Schunborn has to come in. Schunborn flips it towards the middle. Was looking for Bradley. And Bradley never really got a shot away either. 12-1, the shots in favor of the Cubs right now. 1-0 is the score. Still battling for it again, now in the Cubs zone. That's Bouchard that had the puck. And he gets it out of the zone now to Antonioni. Takes a shot, he fanned on it. Looked at his stick, it's broken, so he threw it to the ice. Now the Voodoos going the other way. Rotundo flipping it down the ice. Bouchard missed the puck on the hop, and he picks it up now behind the net. Other way. That's Fabro, got it to McCartney. McCartney lost it on the broken stick, left in the Voodoos zone. And the puck now taken out by Powassan to Russo. Pelche got it over to Russo. Russo got it into the corner. Russo for Cowell. Cowell still battling in the corners. Russo's knocked to the ice. Now another way for Coleman. Coleman stops it in his own zone. Walker and Smith collide. And Smith still there, picks up the puck. Gets it to Cowell. Cowell cross ice for Pelche. Pelche gains the blue line, sends it in. Varman made the blocker save. So make that 2 shots on goal for Powassan. Nolan back for Smith. Got it across ice to Misa. Now Coleman walks in, stops up. Looks towards the front of the net. Misa tried to pick up the loose puck, but he wasn't able to. Now to Callaway and Misa Coleman and to Callaway crossed their wires a little bit and nearly gave the puck away. Battle at the blue line. Rubik comes away with it, but it's cross ice to Nolan. Nolan knocked off the puck by Rubik. Now it's to the middle of the ice. To Callaway, knocks his man down. That's Shanks. And Nolan picks it back up, but lost it to Misa. Misa tried to get the puck out, but he couldn't. Now another shot in. Seibel made the save. And all the Voodoos players looked like they were just going to try and skate away from the puck on that play as it just sat there in the slot. Now Nolan going the other way. Nope, back out for Chitteroni. It's stopped in. Now back behind the net. 1:40 here left in the first period. Voodoos finally have possession in their own zone. Vlad with the puck. Finds Signoretti. Gets it to Shanks. Puck rolls in. Seibel stops it with his stick. And he gives it to his man McCoy. Now McCoy looking for the stretch pass. Tried to get it to Cal. And the puck rolled off his stick. Now Chitteroni has it, but he battles with 2 Voodoos players. Chitteroni coming away with it. 1:10 left in this first period. Lucas Signoretti pokes the puck into Voodoos territory, but Dubroy gets to it. Now there's still that broken stick out there causing havoc as Cal gets it in And cross ice for Dawson. Dawson, sharp angle shot. Bowerman made the save. Now it's back out front. And a good chance there for Dubroy is knocked into the netting and out of play.
These are the first real signs of life that we're seeing out of the Powassan Voodoos this shift, getting a few good shots on. Nothing real dangerous, but at least getting pucks towards the net. You never know what's going to happen. Out of all the good chances that Sudbury had, the one that they had was a puck just randomly thrown from the outside edge. And the broken stick is finally being removed.
Russo in for the draw against Iden McCartney. And it's won by the Voodoos. Another shot quickly off the faceoff by Cowell, stopped by Bowerman. Now Pelche tries to get it back around behind the net and can't. Signoretti out of his zone, gets it up the ice. And that was a good chance there by Bouchard, but it was turned away by Powassan. Now Pelche picks it up. Tried to find Cowell streaking in the Cubs zone, but the pass was knocked away. Now McKillop quickly up ice for Russo. Russo finds Pelche. Pelche walks in. Pelche had 3 blue jerseys draped all over him and lost the puck. 5 seconds left on the clock. Rotundo picks it up in the neutral zone. Flips it in, just misses the net, and that should do it here for the opening 20 minutes between the Cubs and the Powassan Voodoos. Shots on goal at the end of the 20 minutes, 12-4 in favor of the Cubs as well. Although Powassan only had 1 shot up until the final minute. So, as you mentioned, Voodoos starting to come to life a little bit there, Ben. But what did we like? What didn't we like?
I didn't like that Seibel didn't see that shot there. I believe it was, just too many screen. He had no chance to see that a shot was even being taken. But his play when he could see the puck was being shot at him was stellar. I like that little fight back to life. That last shift, that was Cowell, Pelche, and Russo. They look like they're playing a similar style as a few years ago. The North Bay Battalion in their success had a line they called the identity line that played the way this is how the team should play and sort of set the energy pace, and they seem to be playing like that type of game of hockey. And I like that out of them as well.
Well, hopefully they can keep it up for the next 20 minutes of play. I think this is the best case scenario for them to come out of that first period only down by 1. And Austin Seibel standing on his head through 20 minutes of play. We'll have to see if that continues or if things change here moving forward. We'll be back with more Powassan Voodoos hockey on the other side of the first intermission.
Why is Northern Honda servicing more cars of all makes and models? Let's count the ways. 1. Our state-of-the-art facility has award-winning technicians. 2. Northern Honda has the lowest tire price guarantee, no matter what you drive. 3. The lowest synthetic oil change guarantee, and every 5th oil change is free for all makes and models. Plus, new Honda buyers get brake pads for life. See the service difference at Northern Honda, 1250 Seymour beside Home Depot.
The Goalie Resiliency Podcast, hosted by Chris Dawson and Dr. Rob Graham. With player interviews new and old, goalie insights, and everything you need to know about being a netminder, this is the podcast to check out. You can subscribe at youtube.com/goalieresiliency or instagram.com/goalie_resiliency. Welcome to the Clubhouse by Gateway Golf. Located on Oak Street East in North Bay, with over 200 plus real-time courses, simulator arcade games, and delicious eats, the Clubhouse is North Bay's newest social hangout. You can book times now at gatewaygolf.ca or come visit at 245 Oak Street East in North Bay, Ontario. The Goalie Resiliency Podcast, hosted by Chris Dawson and Dr. Rob Graham. With player interviews new and old, goalie insights, and everything you need to know about being a netminder, this is the podcast to check out. You can subscribe at youtube.com/goalieresiliency or instagram.com/goalie_resiliency.
And we welcome you back inside the Jerry McCorry Countryside Sports Complex here in Sudbury, Ontario. I'm Courtney Kenny, pleased to be joined by Ben Long as we get set for the second period of the Powassan Voodoos versus the Greater Sudbury Cubs. It's 1-0 Sudbury after 20 minutes of play, Ben.
They definitely had more shots on net and more time in the offensive zone, but by the end of the period, Powassan was starting to show a bit more life, so I think we're going to be in for a very exciting game the rest of the way through the next 40 minutes.
Well, let's hope so, as the Cubs in the road, or home blues, I should say, are going left to right this period, and the Voodoos in their road whites are going right to left. Jackson Smith with the puck in his own zone. Gets it down the ice for Pelche. Pelche to Cowell. Cowell taking off the puck, and now the Cubs pounce. Big hit thrown by Russo, and then the puck just squirts past the blue line, so it'll go for offside, or else Russo had a lane, or Pelche had a lane to the net.
And as we talked about before with the identity line, Russo lays a big hit, and Pelche had a chance to make a good play there. Unfortunately, the puck made its way out, and then the zone was not cleared before they took it towards the end.
Russo in for the draw. Looking to win it back. Now it's Pelche. Cowell to Pelche. Goes cross ice to Russo, but it misses him, and now Lucas Signoretti's away. Signoretti with Harris. Harris walks in, takes a shot. Seibel with the save, and he makes that one look easy. 19-22 here in the second period.
That was Seibel doing what we've seen him do all night so far, is when he sees the puck, make the save, cover it up, and don't give them a rebound.
Yeah, the only one that got past him was one he didn't see until it hit his goalie stick.
It was such an odd play to watch from here because it's like there wasn't a quick shot, but it was just behind such a screen of people you could see he couldn't tell that it was being taken even.
Vlad, his pass to the middle of the ice, fanned, and the Voodoos couldn't quite get it out of the zone. Now as Signoretti has his glove on the ice, he has to pick it back up. But the Voodoos do get the puck out. Vlad still has it though. Vlad goes cross ice, Anthony Boyce picks it up, and he leaves it for Jack Nolan. Nolan into the corner. Couldn't quite find a lane, but he picks it back up, throws it towards the net, and that one hits a body and goes well wide. Cubs back down the ice, but McKillop picks it up. McKillop to Nolan on the far side. Nolan from the blue line throws it in, and Bowerman makes the save. Now battling to keep the puck in the zone, but the Cubs do have possession. It's finally out, and the Voodoos from the red line send it right back in. Bowerman got a blocker on it, and he leaves it there for Chitteroni to pick up. Dawson picks it up, leaves it behind the net for Call. Call sends it back, and Chitteroni picks it up instead. Chitteroni gains the red line, throws it in off the corner, goes cross ice, and now Call picks it up, giving it to DuBroy, but DuBroy can't get it out of the zone. Still in the zone as Coleman had it in his feet. Now the puck out front. Couldn't quite find his intended target, and now Call going down the ice. Call, that is a delayed offside as it hit a body, and now it's a quick rush the other way for Sudbury. Another shot, Seibel with another save as he keeps the puck under him. And Austin Seibel through the first 22 minutes and 9 seconds has definitely been the most important player for the Powassan Voodoos.
He's been incredibly steady, and I'm not sure if there's a scouting report or if it's the way that he's handled his body, but a lot of these shots seem directly into him, and he's done a great job of making sure that he's not having to make extraneous saves with his gloves or pads. He's just absorbing everything right into the chest.
Signoretti with a shot from the point that hit his own mate, Fabro, who fell down. Now Cowell gets the puck out of the zone, but the Cubs are quick on it. Jones-McDonald got a piece of it, but it's quickly back down for Powassan. However, it misses everybody, and that'll go for icing against the Voodoos.
And the Cubs are a dangerous team that you don't want to be giving them any chance that you can possibly avoid. So giving them icing calls where they get to set up in the offensive zone is not something you want to do. They have many dangerous players. Signoretti, who's facing off here, is probably the top of the list.
Voodoos do win the draw. It's around to the near side for Cowell. Cowell plays it up for Russo, and Russo tries to get around his man Bouchard. Sinaway in the way, though. Lazarus battling for it. Got it around the end wall. Now Russo on the far side half wall. Got it out front for Cowell. Cowell with the shot! He scores! And the Voodoos are in flight as Caden Cowell gets the puck past Bowerman. It's 1-1.
And I'm going to name these guys the identity line. Caden Cowell grabs the puck right in the high slot, top of the circle area, makes no waste of time, gets a quick shot off, straight to the back of the net.
What a shot by Caden Cowell. We saw him in the efforts he could put out with the Espanola Paper Kings last year and the year prior. And, of course, when he played for the U18 Trappers with a couple of guys here on this Voodoos team. And it's just good to see him in Voodoos green now as the Voodoos tie it up. Now the puck quickly in on Seibel. We'll get you which goal number for that is for Cowell here in a moment, but the puck comes in, just under 3 minutes gone. The Voodoos tie it up here in the second period. It's a 1-1 hockey game between these rivals.
Well, that is Cowell's second goal and 7th point on the season.
He's been one of the most consistent players for this Voodoos team. Now Cowell gets the puck down the ice. Dubroy tried to flip it back out, but it goes for offside as Rubrick plays it. And now we'll get another stoppage here.
I think I've wondered this on the air before, but I wonder if he's related to the creator of the Rubik's Cube.
All right, I'm done. Going home. Pack it up. Let's go. It's not actually his birthday, but it's always cameraman Mike's birthday on the broadcast, and his birthday is coming up for reals.
Happy birthday, Mike Brown.
He's been a trooper doing all 6 games that we've been a part of here at the Showcase. Happy birthday 6 times over, Mike. Puck back for Shanks as the puck goes down the ice again for the Cubs. They try to get into Voodoos territory. They do as Cohan tries to get around McKillop. McKillop doing a good job to stay with him. And now the puck back to Navarro. It's blocked by Cohan. And the puck back down into Cubs territory. Navarro at his own blue line. Got it into Voodoos territory now as Rive plays it, the battalion prospect. And now it's sent down the ice by the Voodoos. Deniz had a man all over him, still battling for it though as he got the puck in deep. Nolan in there as well. And Chitteroni comes away with it. Chitteroni got it up for his man Iserhoff. And now the puck to the far side as McCartney gets to it. And it comes away. Misa tried to get it out, but he couldn't quite. And Coleman picks it up. Coleman in the corner. It's to Boys now. Boys got it out, but he couldn't get it into Cubs territory as Misa finally finds it cross ice and is sent all the way around the end wall in the perimeter. Chitteroni leaves it in the corner, and the Voodoos playing with it in the Cubs zone, but they lose possession. And now Sudbury back on the attack. However, that will go for offside. And, of course, we mentioned it yesterday during yesterday's Voodoos broadcast, but yesterday was Peter Goulet's birthday. And I'm sure,
to him.
And I'm sure he was very happy to get 2 points and a victory for his birthday.
No better present a coach could ask for than that. And I'm sure he's happy with this result being tied at 1 at this point in the game as well.
DeCallaway gets the puck down the ice. Pelche in a foot race, but it's the Cubs who come away with it. That was Bouchard that picked it up. Now the puck goes to the far side. Fabro sends it in. Pelche picks it up, though, in his own zone now. Pelche, the former Renfrew Wolf. Speaking of Wolves, seeing as we're in Sudbury.
And there are prospects in this game, I believe.
Yeah. Now the Renfrew Wolves, no relation to the Sudbury Wolves in the CCHL. Although the Battalion did have a player there last year, Aaron Enright, who's now playing with the Troops, who've looked good through their first 2 games. As the Cubs pick up the puck in their own zone again, Navarro down the ice. Is Signoretti. Another chance out front. Seibel made the save, and then he batted the puck away from danger. Sinaway gets it to his man. Out front, they score! Lucas Signoretti on the doorstep as the puck came across, and not much Seibel could do on that one, as Signoretti gives the Cubs the 2-1 lead.
Lucas Signoretti is too good of a player to be left out in front all alone with a pass out like that. That's something that they got to make sure they're watching those guys at the back door there, because they're not able to receive passes and just being given gifts like that when it's not their birthday. They're not Mike Brown.
Well, your birthday's coming up soon, too.
It is.
Scary thought, isn't it?
It is. Big numbers.
I'll give you a hint, there's a 4 in it. Harris sends the puck into Voodoos territory. McCoy in his own zone in the corner. Battling for it. He's getting whacked all over. The puck does come out. They couldn't get a shot away as Chitteroni now carries the puck. Chitteroni goes cross ice. No one was there. Vlad kept it in briefly. No, he does keep it in, as Dawson was in a position to go off to the races, but he couldn't quite get a handle on it. Now in the near side corner, still a Sinaway battling with his man as the puck comes loose to McCoy. McCoy tried to dodge a hit there, but he's still pinned to the boards. Now Sinaway throws it towards the net. Dubroy picks it up, sends it down the ice. Chitteroni did touch that, though, so even if it had legs for icing, it wouldn't go. Vlad behind his net. Sends it cross ice. Chitteroni picks it back up. Going for a skate now, walks in, takes a shot off a stick, and out of play.
Now, Seibel 2 goals against in 17 shots. The Voodoos have 1 goal and 6 shots. For talking percentages, Poisson's not looking too bad, but unfortunately this isn't a game of percentages, it's a game of totals. And they got to get some more towards the other net.
They do indeed, as they find themselves down a goal, much like they did at the beginning of this period, before they tied it up briefly. Jacob Signoretti on the far side. Schunborn sends it in, and now Bradley has the puck. Back to Schunborn. Schunborn in the middle of the ice, couldn't get a shot away. And Rotundo tried to pick up the loose puck, but couldn't. Now Rive just rolls it towards Varaman. And Navarro picks it back up. Now cross ice, Rotundo with the puck. It's lost to Rubik. Now on the far side, Nolan. Nolan trying to will it out of his zone, but it's still stuck on the far side as the Cubs come away with it. Cohan with it. Cohan. As now Seibel was knocked into his net. Bradley and his man, that's Rubik mixing it up now. I missed the play that led to that. All I saw was Seibel in his net and the net off its moorings. And now Rubik's helmet has been knocked off. And Bradley, they're both going to go to the penalty box, I would imagine.
To the box or off, we'll see what the refs deem as the appropriate calls for this scenario. Looks like they're both going to the box.
Oh, Rubik's going off to the bench. What?
There's a little conference between refs, and we'll... Okay. So it looks like that's...
I mean, it's not like Bradley grappled with himself.
No, but he's getting 4 minutes, it looks like. And nothing for Rubik's, who Yeah.
Okay.
Let's play that hockey.
Anyways, now the Voodoos have to kill off 4 minutes here. Russo in for the draw to the far side of Seibel's net. Puck dropped, and the Cubs come away with it. Back to the point, and it's out as Jacob Signoretti couldn't hold the line. Now he passes it to Lucas Signoretti, and the Voodoos are going to go down another man here as he gets tripped up. And that'll be a 5-on-3 here now for the Cubs for a good chunk of change.
And that's an unfortunate call against Pelche, who was making a play for the puck, but did trip Signoretti. And a trip is a trip.
See you next fall.
And yeah, I guess so.
Next fall will be Mike Brown's birthday all over again.
It will be. Yeah, the Mike Brown Classic.
Puck dropped again. Cubs get it back. Signoretti now at the point. Looked to take the shot, but it didn't have a shooting lane. Now the Cubs again back to Signoretti. Signoretti back to Jacob Signoretti. Now near side, another chance. That one's blocked in front by Cowell, or Coleman rather, and he's in pain. He has to get back to the bench as that was a big block for McCoy rather, and the puck got all the way down the ice. He changes off for DeCallaway. DeCallaway with a good stick, knocks over his man. He tries to send the puck out, but it's not out. The Cubs keep it in. Out of the near side for Sinaway. Sinaway takes the shot, and there was no space there, but he put it over Seibel's glove anyways. It's now a 3-1 game.
That was a perfect shot that was taken by Sinaway to just find the puck-size hole over Seibel's shoulder.
Well, that should do it for the Pelche penalty. It's still up on the board as it's 5-on-3 still. No, they're going to keep Pelche in, so they're going to have to knock down the 1:04. Yeah, so it'll be 5-on-3 still for 1:20.
And that was Sinaway's 4th goal on the season, 8th point.
Seibel can't do it all.
He cannot put the pucks in the net, and when there's 2 extra guys taking chances on him.
Signoretti again from the blue line walking in. He walks around Rive, gets the puck to the front of the net, but it's picked up by the Voodoos and sent to the blue line. However, Signoretti picks it right back up, sends it back in. And McCartney now goes for a skate. Back to Signoretti. Signoretti's pass just kept in by Walker. Walker back over to the near side for Signoretti. Signoretti walks out to the front of the net, takes the shot. That one's saved by Seibel, and the Voodoos are able to clear it down the ice and go for a quick change as Rive and Dubroy go off. On come Dawson, or McKillop and Russo. Now near side again, Sinaway walks in, takes the shot again. Seibel made the save. 20 seconds left on the 5-on-3, and the Voodoos clear it out of the zone again. Jacob Signoretti picks it up in his own zone. Passes it to Lucas Signoretti. Signoretti walks in slow. Back to Eiserhoff. Eiserhoff with the shot. That one missed the net. And the puck knocked back to the line, but kept in by Chitteroni. Chitteroni walks over. Sends it back to Eiserhoff. Back to the point again. Cohen with the shot as it's 5-on-4 now. Pelche rejoins the team. 30 seconds left on the Bradley double minor too. And now Cohen goes for a skate. Gives it to Chitteroni. Chitteroni takes a shot. That one never made it as the Voodoos can't quite clear it either as McKillop went to clear it and the puck disappeared on him. Cohen, far side. Seibel with another save. Cohen back to the blue line. Cohen looks for make a pass. He takes the shot. That one's kicked away by Seibel. And it's back again to the blue line for Vlad, and we're back to 5-on-5. The Voodoos bending and breaking just once on that penalty. Chitteroni. Another chance sent towards the net. Russo picks it up. Harris battling for it again. Now they're all just digging for it in the corner, but Cohen comes away with it. 8:44 left in the second period. The Voodoos try to get it down the ice, and they do as Pelche gains the Cubs zone. Pelche walks to the front, takes a shot, and that one's blocked by Chitteroni. Another chance now as the Cubs try to get back on the attack. It's kicked away by Dubois and sent right back into Sudbury territory. Varman plays the puck, but it's a delayed offside as Dawson was in deep. And now also, so was Kyle. Coleman tried to clear the zone. Didn't quite get there. Now Dawson leads a 3-on-2. Dawson knocked off the puck, walking in. Big save by Varman as the puck is loose again at the side of the net, and the goaltender is knocked over. But Rotundo picks it back up in his own zone. Voodoo's getting some more life there, hopefully moving forward off that chance. Coleman throws the puck cross ice now into Cubs territory. Vlad stops up, gets it to his man. Down the ice goes the Cubs as Antonioni gets it to Shanks. Backhanded chance over the net, and the puck just shoveled towards Seibel's net, and then Rubik gets a big whack there from Dawson. You have to think Ryan Rubik is probably public enemy number one with the Voodoos right now.
Yeah, right there. As soon as Seibel covered up the puck, Rubik took an extra jab at his glove as well, which is what the shot from Dawson was over. And I'm kind of surprised that there wasn't more out of it than that, because that's never taken too kindly.
No, but that will mean that we've reached our midway point of the second period, and we'll take a break here, and we'll be back with more hockey on the other side of this.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Average Joe's Eatery. Average Joe's, where we want your experience here to be a happy one. 3501 Trout Lake Road.
And we welcome you back to the Jerry McCrory Countryside Arena here in Sudbury. The Cubs lead the Voodoos 3-1. Shots on goal 20-7 in favor of the Cubs as well. On a bit of a strange play that resulted in Heath Bradley getting a double minor as he was grappling with Ryan Rubik.
That was in fact an odd play. Now, to be fair, I didn't see what led up to it.
No,
I just
me neither.
Saw Seibel on the ground and the two of them grappling together. So my instant suspicion was Seibel got knocked over and the two of them started grappling, which would put Rubik at 2 faults to the one of the Voodoo, who's Bradley. But, yeah, I didn't see what led up to it, so
no,
who
I
knows?
didn't either. Who knows? We don't.
The ref has an answer, though.
Who would have thought? Not me. No, that's such a good Paul Rudd moment. Signoretti with the puck. Got it to Boys. Boys going down the ice. Chips the puck in. And the puck is behind the Cubs net, but completely out into the neutral zone once again. Puck right back down into Cubs territory. Sent around to Sinaway. Gets it out of his zone now as he gets it down the ice. Signoretti walking in with some speed, but that'll go for offside as he was going in with a head of speed and would have had a dangerous opportunity there for the Cubs.
There was much displeasure in the room, including by the coach of the Cubs, who is still yelling at the ref about it, but the player crossed before the puck, and the whistle was blown.
Face off right in front of the Cubs bench. And now Navarro chasing after the puck. Jacob Signoretti on the far side. He got it from Navarro. Tried to get the puck out, and now he blows a tire. Schoenborn tried to get to it, and he's still battling for it, though, but he almost had a lane to the net. Now sent back in. Allard goes after it. Now Navarro gets the puck out of the zone as he gets it to his mates. And walking in is Walker. Walker tried to throw it to the front of the net. Smith with a good play there to block that. Another chance. Still in the Voodoo's territory. Schunborn got it down the ice. Now Navarro surveying. Sends the puck out for Walker. And he has to chase after it now. Eiserhoff to Walker on the far side. Back to the point. It had been vacated, though. So the Cubs have to regroup. Now, Antonioni with a shot. And that one's blocked down by Seibel. Pelche picks it up. Got it to Rive. And the puck to Cowell, the lone goal scorer for Powassan so far. And he throws a big hit and gets the puck down the ice. Now Antonioni got it out front. Cowell with another chance, and that one might have been blocked before it got to Varriman's net. Now Smith with the puck, throws it right back in. It's off in the netting and out of play. And it's a souvenir for one lucky fan down there.
And this line again is starting to jump a little life into Powassan's game. We got a puck back down. A nice reverse hit there by Pelche.
Yeah.
Was attempt to have a hit on him as he dumped the puck in, and he just stood the guy up and continued on his way.
Dubroy in for the draw to the blocker side of Varriman's net. He wins it back and it hops over Smith's stick and out of the zone. Now Smith throws it out of play again as it hits the meshing and goes out of play.
And that faceoff is all the way back in Powassan's zone as he was inside the blue line when he tried to play it out of the end and ended up in the meshing.
5:18 left in the second period, 3-1 Cubs lead. And Rotundo wins it around to Smith. Cal gets to it. Puck back to the point. It's blocked and sent out. Now Dubroy with some speed chasing down Cohen. Dawson threw a hit, but it's back into Voodoos territory as Cal picks it up. Less than 5 minutes to go here in the second period. 3 goals scored in this period, 1 for the Voodoos, 2 for the Cubs. And the puck sent up and into the rafters here at the Jerry McCrory Countryside Arena. So we'll get another stoppage here as Jackson Smith has just thrown the puck out of play 3 straight times.
Was that him or was that Rotundo that did that?
Oh, it might have been Rotundo. I thought it was Jackson Smith.
Could have been, though. Now, you think with the Powassan Voodoos, they'd not be throwing it out over the top because they're used to a lower ceiling even.
Yeah. The Powassan Sportsplex is not the biggest arena. As Chitteroni battles for the puck, got it in deep. And now Rotundo has it, sends it around into the corner. Call sends it back to the point, though it's not out as Vlad got to it. Dubroy did get it out, though, as he nearly stole it from him. And now Call knocked to the ice by Chitteroni, the Voodoos bench. There is a delayed penalty coming as they call Seibel back to the bench. Smith to Rotundo. Rotundo got it down, but it didn't get very far as it hit the stick of Vlad, and that'll end the play there as the Voodoos now will go to their first power play.
You know, as a goalie, I feel for them when they're in the second periods. That's a long skating goalie equipment just for get there to have the whistle blow and have to turn around and go back. Very sympathetic for that effort.
I mean, I hear that. Rather, this is the second power play for the Powassan Voodoos. They didn't get a shot on the first one. Schunborn in for the draw. He'll be against Cohen. And Schunborn gets it back to the point. Smith, or DeCallaway rather, to Misa, back to DeCallaway. DeCallaway, far side. Puck sent towards the net. It's off a body and out of play. And we'll get a stoppage here as Nolan took the shot.
And we'll have a second face-off to the glove hand side of our main.
There's a quick little change, though, as Rotundo comes in to replace DeCallaway. As they didn't like doing that draw, so we'll have to redo it.
The ref's being called over to the penalty box. Not sure what that was about, but we're back underway here.
One back by the Voodoos Misa, rather to Rotundo. Now Nolan with it. Nolan, cross ice for Misa. Misa missed the pass, but he's able to get it in anyways into the corner. No, on the near side half wall. Schunborn in there as well. As the puck comes back out to Rotundo, Rotundo goes cross ice to Nolan. Nolan takes the shot. That's a high save by Varriman, and now the puck loose as Boyes was able to get a glove on it and bring it back down to ice level. Now the puck sent down by the Cubs, and Seibel has to play it. Rotundo has the puck, stops up, he has Signoretti on him, and he gains the red line and dumps it back in. Puck hops over Varriman's stick, and it's once again into the near side wall. Out front, DuBroy tried to get a shot on net, but it just hopped off his stick weird. Now it's back to Smith. Smith takes a shot. That one's off the end wall. Another chance stopped by Dawson as he bats it down. Dawson looking better than his father's Astros team today. As they got swept by the Tigers, so able to bat the puck out of midair. Now Dawson takes another shot. That one's stopped by Varriman. DuBroy to Dawson. Dawson goes for a skate along the wall. He stops up, gets the puck back to Smith. 10 or 15 seconds left on the man advantage. Cross ice for Dawson. Dawson with a shot, and that one's blocked. Smith picks it up, sends it in deep, finds his man. Now he's taken down hard. No call coming there. As Chitteroni's all over him. That's Russo. Russo out front for DuBroy. DuBroy to Dawson. Dawson with a shot from the point, stopped by Varriman. And on the doorstep was Cowell, but the puck bounced away from him. And now the puck sent all the way down to Voodoos territory, but Smith will be back first for the icing call with 1:55 left in the second period.
That power play showed a lot more life than the last one that we saw out of the Voodoos. No results, but it's nice to see for their sake pucks going to the net and rebounds happening. Just need to make sure that someone's there to capitalize on them. And Varriman is now fixing his helmet, it looks like.
Schunborn in for the draw. Once the draw does happen, it'll be against Lucas Signoretti. And Schunborn wins it back to DeCallaway. DeCallaway back for Bradley. Bradley with a shot, and that one might have just hit a body. If not, Varriman did kick it away. And now the puck flipped down the ice. Sam Rive gets to it. Rive to DeCallaway. DeCallaway sends it down the ice. Chitteroni picks it up in his own zone, as now he goes for a skate. Chitteroni had two Voodoos players all over him, but he's still able to get the puck down to Voodoos territory. Now Schunborn to Misa. Misa, or rather Ellard, as Bradley took a tumble over by the Cubs bench. DeCallaway kept the puck in briefly as it's sent back in. Hopping up to make the play on that. Now back the other way again, go the Cubs. Chitteroni flips it into Voodoos territory. Seibel plays it to DeCallaway. It's nearly picked off as now Russo has it. We're into the final minute here of the second period. And the puck comes out front, but nobody could get a shot away as McKillop did a good job of disrupting that. Now Bradley. Bradley out front. It does just get out as it was nearly kept in by Walker. Now down the ice go the Cubs, but not very far as Russo's able to stop it in the neutral zone. Walker gets in. And McKillop picks it back up. McKillop flips it out of the zone. Found Russo. Russo dumps the puck back in. Cowell tried to get all over it, but instead the Cubs pick it up. DeCallaway in his own zone again. Chips it out. And Cowell picks it up. Cowell takes a shot, kicked aside by Varriman. And the other way go the Cubs, flipping it out as we're under 10 seconds to go. Vlad through the neutral zone. Gets it in, 2 seconds left. He throws it towards the net, and it misses. So that'll do it here for the second period. The Cubs find themselves up 3-1, as there was 3 goals scored altogether in that period. 2 by the Cubs, 1 for the Voodoos. Ben, before we go to break, your thoughts on that entertaining second period?
That was a lot more of a back and forth second period than we saw in the first period. As a resident of the municipality of Powassan, it was not in favor of how I wanted to see things go, but I saw much more life out of Powassan. The Sudbury Cubs are a solid team, and they've continued to show this whole time that they're a solid team, and Powassan just needs to show that fight against them.
Well, we'll have to see if that fight is there in the third period as we take a break here for the intermission. I'll be back with more hockey on the other side of the second intermission.
Average Joe's Eatery and Patio Bar is North Bay's only year-round lakefront restaurant. On the shores of beautiful Trout Lake, we have been serving delicious food and stunning views since 1999. Indulge in one of our delicious menu items or simply sit with a cocktail in hand and watch the beauty of Trout Lake before your eyes. Check us out online at averagejoes.net or visit us in person at 3501 Trout Lake Road, North Bay.
The Goalie Resiliency Podcast, hosted by Chris Dawson and Dr. Rob Graham. With player interviews new and old, goalie insights, and everything you need to know about being a netminder, this is the podcast to check out. You can subscribe at youtube.com/goalie resiliency or instagram.com/goalie_resiliency.
Why is Northern Honda servicing more cars of all makes and models? Let's count the ways. 1. Our state-of-the-art facility has award-winning technicians. 2. Northern Honda has the lowest tire price guarantee, no matter what you drive. 3. The lowest synthetic oil change guarantee, and every 5th oil change is free for all makes and models. Plus, new Honda buyers get brake pads for life. See the service difference at Northern Honda, 1250 Seymour beside Home Depot.
The Goalie Resiliency Podcast, hosted by Chris Dawson and Dr. Rob Graham. With player interviews new and old, goalie insights, and everything you need to know about being a netminder, this is the podcast to check out. You can subscribe at youtube.com/goalieresiliency or instagram.com/goalie_resiliency.
And we welcome you back inside the Jerry McCorry Countryside Arena here in Sudbury for period number 3 of the final game of the NOJHL Showcase here in 2024. The Powassan Voodoos find themselves down 3-1 against the Sudbury Cubs with 20 minutes to go here. I'm Courtney Kenny, pleased to be joined by Ben Long, and we hope you enjoy the rest of this ride here from Sudbury as we're back underway. The Voodoos in the road whites are going left to right this period. The Cubs in their home blues are going right to left. And if you're at home on Flow Hockey, enjoy the game on TV. If you're at home on YouTube, enjoy the game from me trying to be as descriptive as possible, I suppose. Puck back for Smith, who flips the puck down the ice, was looking for Pelche. He would have had Pelche in stride, but the puck hopped over his stick. Now Russo keeps it in, though. Russo in the near side corner. His puck, or his pass hopped over Cowell's stick. Now Pelche tried to shovel it back to him, and the Cubs now come out of their zone with Cohan. Cohan leading the charge. Found it for Smith. And Smith was able to disrupt it, but now Rotundo didn't get enough of that puck as he gave it right back to Cohan. Still battling for it. Rubik with it. Rubik got it back for Cohan. Cohan found Rubik in the middle of the ice, but Cowell picked it up. Cowell through the neutral zone. Tried to dump it in for the Voodoos to go and get a quick change, but the Voodoos are still able to get the change, as words are hard here early in this third period.
We're warming up.
Yeah. If we're not warm after 40 minutes, I don't know what to tell you. If we're not warm after 40 minutes and already doing a game today, I don't know what to tell you.
It's cold in here, though.
It is. Puck right back down. Seibel plays it. Seibel found his man, and now going the other way is McKillop. McKillop walks in, takes a shot. He just put that one wide of the net. Short side. And McKillop sends it right back around to the near side with Nolan picking it up. Nolan wound up and took the shot. That one hit a body and went wide. Now Chitteroni with it. Chitteroni flips it down the ice, and Rive will beat out the icing before it could cross the red line. Although the puck didn't really have the legs to make it. Now the Voodoos gain the red line. Rive sends it in. Nolan chasing after it. And the Cubs come away with it. Walker with it. To Lazarus. Nearly gave it away to DuBrois. DeCallaway ties up his man. Coleman picks it up. Sends the puck right back down. Dawson nearly picks it up again. But Coleman got it out just enough that when the Cubs brought it back in, it went for icing, or offside. Again, words are really hard. It's been a long day.
It has been. It's a long couple days. But yeah, that was a very bouncy around 2.5 minutes of play there from the start of that period to where we are now with the puck just outside Powassan zone. 17:22 left in the period.
DeCallaway with the puck. Cal goes in for it. Bouchard picks it back up. Back to the point. Pelche goes cross ice. And Cal picks it back up. Dawson taking off the puck though, and now DuBrois battling for it on the far side. DuBrois Gets it to Dawson. Dawson in the corner. He tried to pin it down, but it squeaked out. Now it's back to the blue line for DeCallaway, who sends it right back in. In deep. Coming away with it. Big hit over there. Knocked down. That will go for a penalty, however. And that'll be a holding call against
Dubroy. It looks like instead of a hit, they're saying he grabbed him and threw him.
Spun him around a little bit.
Yeah. So it's going to be 2 minutes or less that Powassan have the man disadvantage. Words again.
Yes. That was Jones McDonald that he had spun around. McCartney in for the draw against Russo. And it's won by Russo. And the Voodoos can't get it out as it hits a body, but now Pelche off to the races. Nathan Pelche walking in. Tries to get through his man. But Signoretti stood his ground, and then going the other way is Lucas Signoretti. Lucas Signoretti into Voodoos territory, goes out front, finds a Sinaway, and he just puts it off the side of the net. Now Smith gets to it, sends it down the ice. As the Voodoos might have got lucky on that one. McCartney leaves it for his man. And Signoretti goes cross ice down to Sinaway. Sinaway behind the net. Gets it back out to Jacob Signoretti. Now over for Walker. Walker takes a shot, saved by Seibel. And now the puck's down and out of the zone, and the Voodoos will go make a quick change. Signoretti taken down hard by Russo. And the puck's still into the Voodoos territory, though. Signoretti, sharp angle chance. Can't find his man. Walker in there as well with McKillop. And a Sinaway. Schunborn in there. Schunborn digging for it. And the puck goes down the ice again. 45 seconds remain on the power play. Jacob Signoretti with the puck. Leaves it for Chitteroni. Chitteroni to Cohan. Cohan lost it in his stride, but he got it back to Chitteroni. Now Rive. Nice little poke there by Rive. Got the puck, and now Rive going the other way. Takes the shot, just went wide of the net. And Schunborn tried to get it back in. Puck back into Voodoos territory. Cohan at the point. 5 seconds left on the power play. Another chance, couple of big saves there by Seibel. Cohan walks out, leaves it. Vlad takes another chance. That one missed the net, and we're back to 5-on-5. And now we're in a foot race down the ice with Cowell and Cohan. Cowell picks it up. Cowell, sharp angle chance, saved there by Varman. And now the puck comes back out. Ellard gets to it and gets it to Pelche. Pelche in for Cowell. As it's back for Pelche. Pelche tried to throw it out front. There was no one there, though. And the Cubs pick it back up. Cowell being all types of trouble there for Harris. As the puck now back into Voodoos territory for Coleman. Coleman sends the puck around. Cowell left it for his mates, but nobody was there. And now Antonioni tried to get it back to his man. But instead Rotundo picks it up, sends it back to the blue line. It's not out. As coming down from the mountain was Navarro. And he was able to keep the puck in. Nolan off to the races now. Tries to get around Navarro. But Nolan was just caught stealing on that one.
The lines.
Sinaway takes another chance. And that one's saved by Seibel.
Some clever lines for a band that we'll never again see live.
Nope. It's true. Thanks to an altercation involving a Navarro.
Indeed.
We know a little bit about that, eh, bud?
A little bit. Been there once or twice.
Signoretti wins it back to Navarro. Blocked there by Misa, and the puck is out. Down the ice, Misa all over Navarro. Kind of like Perry Farrell. And the puck comes out. And Jacob Signoretti picks it back up behind his own net. 7 minutes gone here in this third period. It's 3-1 Cubs still. Jones-McDonald got it to Asinaway, who took another shot, and that one hit a body and goes out of play. So I'll get another stoppage here.
There's been a lot of good back and forth action here. The Voodoos have been causing all sorts of pestering trouble against the Cubs as they get away, and they've had a few good breaks through. A couple more, they might get a really good chance out of it and hope for some more to come in. Currently, though, shots are 23-10, which is heavily in favor of the Cubs.
Puck near side to Callaway in his own zone, flips the puck down the ice, but it's picked up in the neutral zone by Bouchard, who sends it right back in. Seibel leaves it behind his net, and Dawson picks it up. Dawson to Callaway. Callaway leading the charge. He's taken down hard by Bouchard, and now the puck comes right back around the end wall. Eiserhoff chasing down McKillop. McKillop sends it back to the near side for DeCallaway. And it's sent right back down Lazarus. As Dawson and DuBrois throw their weight into Lazarus. Seibel plays it around behind his net to McKillop, who sends it to the near side for DeCallaway. DeCallaway lets it go up for Cal. Cal tries to walk in, get through two Cubs, and he somehow still picks it back up. Now back to the point, and McKillop with a good chance there, but that one's turned aside by Vauerman. Puck out front again, but the Cubs come away with it. And going the other way is Vlad. Vlad walking in, goes cross ice, good chance there. And somehow that didn't make it in. As what a chance. Seibel might have got a piece of that one. Ellard back to Schunborn. Schunborn with a shot, and that one just bounced off Vauerman. And is sent back in by Rotundo. As both teams kind of open up the pace here a little bit. Trading good chances. Seibel thought about going to play the puck, but instead McCoy's in there. Now it's to Signoretti. Signoretti nearly lost it, though, and he goes for a skate again and picks it back up. Takes another shot, saved by Seibel, and now Ellard. And going the other way with Bradley. Ellard tried to take the shot, but the puck just stuck there on the ice, and he went past it. Now Navarro on the far side. It's another chance with Russo, but Russo nearly got away with it. No, but it was kept in, but the Voodoos couldn't keep it in for much longer. And Shanks throws it towards the net. Goes behind the net, though. Big hit thrown behind Seibel's net. And the puck comes back out to the neutral zone. Russo walks in, leaves it back for Pelche with a shot, and that one stopped by Vauerman. And now another chance with Russo all over his man, but the puck comes out. Sent right back in Cubs territory. Navarro leaves it for Cowell. Cowell goes cross ice. Good chance there as Pelche had a wide open net, but maybe too sharp of an angle. And now that's going to go for offside. Really delayed on that one as the Voodoos had tipped it towards the net, and the play had still continued.
That was quite a delay offside, but the puck did in fact get out past when Coleman tried to hold in the line. It was a great effort with a great play. One thing that the Cubs are doing fantastically today is anytime the Voodoos are getting a shot on the net, all five of them are collapsing five in front of their net, so Poisson's not able to get a second chance.
It's one thing that the Voodoos need to work on themselves, because that's what sunk them against French River on Saturday. They did really well yesterday against Blind River with that, though, as they won that game 2-1. But they're currently down 3-1 in this one. Puck down the ice again. Lazarus picks it up in the neutral zone. Gains the red line, throws it right back in. And now Smith picks it up. Smith had his pocket pick, though, and the puck goes right back out front. However, Nolan picks it up. Nolan found DuBrois in stride, but the puck's off his stick, and he sends it around to the near side. Coleman throws it right back in, but he has the puck knocked away from him, and now it's a 2-on-1 for the Cubs. Walker, good comeback, though, by Call to stop that chance on the defensive back check. Coleman. Cross ice for DuBrois. DuBrois towards the net. Cal tried to tip that one on net, but couldn't quite find the handle. Now, good chance here for Cal. He just throws that one wide on the backhand. Another chance thrown cross ice from Dawson, but it missed the net again. Schunborn kept the puck in. Well, the puck must have hit someone on the Cubs bench, so we'll get a stoppage here, and we'll be back with more hockey on the other side of this.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Average Joe's Eatery. Average Joe's, where we want your experience here to be a happy one. 3501 Trout Lake Road.
And we welcome you back inside the Jerry McCrory Countryside Arena here for Powassan Voodoos hockey against the Greater Sudbury Cubs. It's 3-1 Cubs with 8:41 left in the third period. Shots on goal 26-13 in favor of the Cubs as well. Courtney Kenny pleased to be joined by Ben Long.
And it's been a good game. We've seen lots of directional play by both teams towards both ends of the ice. The Cubs have just done a much better job of capitalizing on chances and turning rushes into real chances, which has been, the shot total and the scoreboard tell that story. 3-1 for the Cubs, 26-13 shots in their favor with 8:41 left.
What can we say, though, about Austin Seibel? He's done a great job in net for the Voodoos. The one Assiniboia goal was literally just perfectly placed. And then the other one he didn't even see until it hit his stick.
Yeah, there's not much more he could have done today.
Varman off the point shot from DeCallaway, gloves it down. And we'll get another stoppage here.
And the faceoff goes to the other side, to the Trapper side now.
Schunborn wins it. Now Bradley gets it back to Rotundo. Rotundo shovels it right back in. Just out of the reach of Schunborn. To Callaway pinching up. Got it to Schunborn. But now the Cubs get the puck back. Not for long, though, as Bradley chases it down behind the net. And Sudbury with possession in their own zone, but a good hit there. Knocks it loose. Bradley shovels the puck towards Varman, and he's going to stop that one there. Now a couple of extracurricular whacks take place.
Yeah, the Cubs do not appreciate people trying to make their way towards the goalie, although 'tis the game, so all in stride.
We saw it on the other side earlier with a penalty going to Bradley.
A little more involved in that case.
Yeah, just a little bit. Russo in for the draw. It's won back by the Cubs, though. And Chitteroni tries to get it out, but it's kept in by Cowell. Cowell turns and fires it towards the net. Bowerman blocks it away. And now it's out for Antonioni. Shanks down the ice. Leaves it for Cohen. And now his man's taken down behind the net. McKillop battling with Antonioni on the far side. Cohen comes away with it. Cohen lost it to Cowell, though. Cowell gets it up for Pelche. Pelche has some room. Walking in, tried to get around his man. Instead of taking the shot, he tried to get around, and he had the puck knocked away from him. Now Misa walking in. Misa takes the shot. That one's off a body and off the glass behind the net. Now Antonioni. Signoretti. Far side, Fabro got it out. Now Smith sends it right back in. Jacob Signoretti gets it out. Back for Jackson Smith at the red line. Throws it right back in. That one missed the goal and goes behind the net to the glass, but now Jack Nolan picks it up. Gets it to Coleman. Coleman whacks it back in. Nolan goes in deep again. But Signoretti picks it up, goes back to the point for Smith. Smith fanned on it, and now a 2-on-1 going the other way for the Cubs. Flip pass over Walker. What a play there. He just put it wide of the net. That would have been the highlight of the night right there if Walker was able to put that one in off the nice pass he received. Wow, what an effort by the Cubs there. Walker skating around, looking for some options now. Going for a skate around, takes a sharp angle shot, stopped by Seibel. And now the Voodoos get it back out of their zone as Nolan going the other way. Nolan taking on two Cubs, and a third one comes in for support. Now Lazarus takes it, takes another shot, and Seibel gloves it down. He thought about playing it, but decided against it.
Yeah, that was a long shot out that he had time, that he could have played it, but it was going to be a Cub that was in on him first, breaking speed after that shot. So he made the wise call to hold on to it, and we'll have face off just to his blocker side with 6:15 left in the third.
Signoretti in for the draw here. Gets it back to Vlad, and Vlad just sends it in deep. On the far side, That was Harris that had it. Now bodies are knocked down. To Callaway, trying to push it through. Dawson throwing his weight around, got it to Signoretti though. And now the Voodoos going the other way. Kahl sidesteps a hit from Vlad and got it in. That'll be a delayed offside though as Dubroy's in the line. Now down the ice for a Sinaway. Sinaway throws it cross ice into Voodoos territory. McKillop picks it up. And he just chips it down the ice and into the neutral zone it goes. Now Dubroy, or rather Deniz, all over the puck. And now it's Bradley who got his pocket picked. McKillop picks it back up behind his net. Goes down the ice. He was looking for Rotundo and he found Rotundo. Rotundo, sharp angle, tried to throw it towards the net. And instead, that's just like me trying to line up a 5-yard chip. He puts it about 50 yards over the green.
Yeah, it's one of those weird ones where if you're right in the middle of a shot and you get hit, it just kind of flings the puck in any direction. And that one went way high and wide.
3-1, the score in favor of the Cubs, still with 5 minutes left in this third period. Signoretti sends the puck down the ice. Rotundo sends it right back in on a nice little bank pass for Bradley. Heath Bradley takes a shot. That's well wide of the net, though. And now McKillop picks it back up in the neutral zone. McKillop to Rotundo. Rotundo flips it out, but it's picked back up by the Cubs as they try to gain the zone. Bradley sends it into the middle of the ice for Schunborn. Schunborn walks to the net. Schunborn had it knocked off his stick, though, as he was trying to muscle his way to the net. Now going the other way is Cohan. Cohan takes a shot. Seibel with a save there. As once again, Austin Seibel doing everything he can to keep the Voodoos in this game. 4:35 left in the third.
That was a great play by Cowan to get that shot off on him, but Seibel shut it down as he has been all day. It was a great play at the other end by Schunborn to fight off two guys to make his way towards the net, and just at the last second, the puck was lost.
Face-off comes near side of the goaltender Seibel. Now the puck behind the net again as the Cubs have possession. Goes cross ice. Lazarus throws it towards the net, blocked aside by Seibel. And the puck once again to McCartney behind the net. McCartney into the corner. Back to Lazarus at the point. Cross ice now. Bouchard sends it in for his man. And the puck thrown towards the center of the ice. And it's knocked down by Russo. To Cowell. Cowell to Pelche. Pelche down the ice. Lazarus did a good job of cutting off the angle for Pelche. And now a couple of bodies down on the ice as Pelche tried to put the brakes on and he falls to a knee. Now the puck down the ice again. Cowell tried to make a nifty move to get it. He does as he's walking in, finds Pelche. Pelche walks in, he scores! Nathan Pelche on a nice give and go by Caden Cowell. It's 3-2.
That was such a beautiful play by Cowell to make that come through and then to get it off to Pelche, who made no mistake and finished that goal. With 3 minutes, 30 seconds left, this has become a one-goal game.
Again, how big can we state the play of Austin Seibel to this point to keep the Voodoos in it? At times when the Cubs have been relentless. But a big goal there by Nathan Pelche, who you and I coming into this game have said that he's one of our favorite Voodoos players this season.
That whole line.
The identity line for sure, as you've been calling it today. Now picked up in the Cubs zone. Misa gets it in for Nolan. Nolan and Misa battling. Now the whole line is there as Boyes is there as well. And the puck comes to Vlad, who takes a hit. And now Chitteroni with it. Down the ice again, Misa picks it up. Nolan just chips it into Cubs territory. Vlad picks it up. 3 minutes left on the clock here. 3-2 Cubs lead as the Voodoos just brought it to within one from Nathan Pelche. Puck back down to Callaway. Tried to keep the line, but he wasn't able to. And now Dubroy sends it right back in. Sent down the ice to Callaway, chasing after it into his own zone. Puck comes out. Shanks picks it up at the red line and flips it right back in. Coleman tried to pick it up with his glove. Or to stop it with his glove, I should say, but he couldn't, so now it's into the corner for DeCallaway. Now near side again. Voodoos take it off to the races with Dubroy. Dubroy to Cal. Cal takes the shot, and that one just goes wide as that one was touched by the stick. Now Dubroy leaves it for Rotundo. Rotundo takes the shot, saved by Varamin, and they score! Caden Dubroy, the hometown hero here in Sudbury, ties the game at 3 with 2:08 on the clock.
Now that's a showing that you like to have in your hometown. The NOJHL Showcase, he gets to show his skills in front of his hometown, puts in the tying goal against a rival team. That's a beautiful moment for him for sure.
Now we saw the previous game late. Elliott Lake was able to tie the game, and Iroquois Falls went back down. They didn't give up and scored the game winner late. If you're the Voodoos, you can't take the foot off the brake now. If you're Sudbury, you have to find a way to stop this momentum from rolling downhill.
That tie is not a win, and both teams have to play like they need that win still.
Cowell throws a big hit off the draw, and now the puck into Voodoos territory, but it's sent down the ice. Pelche got a piece of it, so no icing. Now Cowell racing in, and the puck sent back down to the neutral zone for Russo. Russo tries to chip the puck in. He does. 1:45 left in this game, and now all of a sudden we have a new one. It's 3-3. Signoretti back to Chitteroni. And the puck sent down the ice for Smith to chase after. Smith picks it up in his own zone. The captain from Calgary blows a tire, but he picks up the puck again. And now Rotundo tried to get the puck out of his zone, but it hit Shank's shin pad and bounced back into the corner. Now the puck back around. Smith picks it up, sends it out of the zone. It just got out. As the puck back over for Shanks. Minute left here in this third period. Cross ice, McCartney just puts that one wide. Battle in the near side. Cohen lost it. Now Dubroy. Up the ice for Cal. Cal walking in. Cal takes the shot. Varamin with the save. Owen Cal trying to get it cross ice again. Had Dawson in stride. But by the time he got in there, the shot was the only option that he had. 39 seconds on the clock. 3-3 tie. Does it get any better than this at the NOJHL Showcase? Cohen goes cross ice in the... Oh my goodness, what a big save by Seibel. Holy saves by Austin Seibel there late to keep this one tied with 23 seconds left on the clock. And we got to take a moment to take a breather. Oh my goodness. What have we been saying? Austin Seibel.
To answer your question, it does not get any better than this at the Showcase.
2 years in a row where this game, the marquee game between the Voodoos and Cubs at the NOJHL Showcase, has lived up to the billing. 15 seconds left on the clock. Russo tries to get the puck down the ice. It's still kept in by the Cubs. Anna Sinaway's pass cross ice interrupted by Cowell. And Cowell tries to get a pass to Sinaway. Now it's out front, thrown towards Seibel. 1 second left on the clock, and we're heading to overtime here at the Jerry McCrory Countryside Arena. Take a breather, folks. It's not over yet.
This is what the sport is all about.
Yes, it is. 31 shots for the Cubs, 19 for the Voodoos. Now, keep in mind, this is the first time in regular season that the Voodoos have seen this. The Cubs have seen this a couple of times. But the overtime rules are different. You have 7 minutes of 3-on-3 hockey. There's no more shootout. However this ends is how it ends, be it a goal for either side or a tie.
Yep. There's 7 minutes, and then it's done. Which, for the purity of the sport of hockey, I think not having the shootout there is a good thing. For my entertainment, I enjoy seeing shootouts. But then again, for the purity of the sport of hockey, 3-on-3 I don't think is a good indicator either. I like the olden days.
5-on-5?
Back when you have 5-on-5 for 10 minutes. If it wasn't decided, it's not getting decided tonight.
I like 3-on-3 because it's exciting.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I enjoy watching it, but it's the same thing I view as a shootout where I enjoy it, but it's not a reflection of the sport.
Also, keep in mind both teams are changing nets here this overtime period.
Oh, Seibel doesn't.
No, he has to collect his water bottle.
All right.
So, the Cubs in their home blues.
Looks like the Cubs are calling a timeout.
It looks like it, yeah.
Interesting choice.
Well, they're a little bit on their heels here after allowing 2 late ones here to Pelche and Dubroy to tie things up. This is why this rivalry is so fierce. Because these two teams they're some of the best the league has to offer, and it's just North Bay versus Sudbury. But I mean, Powassan isn't North Bay, but it's very close.
It's the same general region, and the feeling remains the same.
Yeah.
And it's the Montreal-Toronto thing that doesn't matter how big of a turnover between the teams are between their last significant game. Because you're playing for the region, you're playing for the pride. And that's what it comes down to.
It's the bragging rights.
Exactly.
And Sudbury currently has all the bragging rights as they took home the championship last year against the Voodoos in 5 games. And that was the last time these two teams met. And up until yesterday, the last time that the Voodoos had been here. So to start overtime, the Cubs in their home blues are going left to right. The Voodoos in their road whites are going right to left. It's Dubroy and Dawson with DeCallaway out there. Signoretti also out there for the Cubs. DeCallaway into Cubs territory now, but now the Cubs going the other way. Walking in, Asinaway has to beat Dubroy. He does. He throws it towards the net of Seibel, and Dawson comes away with the puck. Dawson picks it up. Doesn't like what he sees, so he decides to go and collect himself behind the net and allow some time to expire here. Signoretti comes in. Seibel taking a look at him, saying, no, you don't. And now they give the puck to DeCallaway. DeCallaway with some speed gets around Signoretti. DeCallaway into the offensive zone. Tried to throw it out front, but the puck hopped over his stick. Now went to Dubroy across the ice. Dubroy back to Dawson through the neutral zone as the Voodoos make a change. And Dawson just decides to take it into his own zone and let some more time go as he's going to have to go for a change now. Jackson Smith in his own zone as Dawson scampers back to the bench. A full minute gone here in overtime. 3-3 between these two teams. And Pelche with the puck. Pelche through the neutral zone, dumps the puck in. It rolls in on Varman's net. And we'll get a stoppage here. Both teams are guaranteed 3 out of a possible 4 points, though, here through the showcase.
Yeah, they both had great shows so far in the last couple days. Powassan had a week 1 period today, but they played really strong, and they fought back, and here we are in overtime.
Russo battling for it. Tries to get away with it, but instead now it comes out to the neutral zone for McCartney. McCartney takes the sharp angle shot. His shot never hits Seibel, and it's out of play and into the netting. And we'll get another stoppage here. 5.5 minutes left in overtime.
We're having a lot of quick line changes, which we don't always see in overtime. We see sometimes where they'll have 1 or 2 lines that'll stay out there for extended shifts. Both lines have changed a couple times already.
Schunborn won the draw, got it to Cowell. And now Cowell stuck with the puck, though, on the half wall, lost it. And coming away with it is Signoretti. Signoretti skating around the Voodoo zone. Doesn't like the pressure. Now he tries to get around Rotundo. His pass out front hits Rotundo's skates. And now going the other way, Vlad. Vlad still in Voodoo's territory. Left it for Signoretti in the corner. Signoretti leaves it for Asinaway in the corner. Asinaway twisting and turning. Switches sides with Vlad now. Now he throws it over for Vlad on the far side. And Vlad turns and throws it back in deep for Signoretti. Signoretti in the corner with Rotundo being his shadow. And the puck back to the point for Asinaway. Asinaway for Vlad. Vlad going for a skate. As Signoretti goes off for a change. After basically having that entire shift in the Voodoo zone. Now McCartney nearly lost it to Cowell. He does. Now Schunborn down the ice. Throws it out front. And that would have been delayed offside there against the Voodoos, so they have to give up the puck, and Cohen picks it up. McCartney walking in. McCartney stops and turns. And now Chitteroni was looking out front for McCartney, but Rive was all over him. Back to McCartney.
And the Cubs bench are unhappy with the fact that their players are being covered by the Voodoos.
Cohen couldn't keep the zone, so they have to get back out. Now Cohen walking in. Stops and turns. Going for a skate. Now he walks into Voodoos territory, but that'll go for offside. As Cohen had a lane to the net, but he was just a step offside.
I believe the offside call was actually on the guy that was going off the ice. He was still on the ice, still had one skate on the ice as he was stepping onto the bench, which is in the offside zone. Which theoretically then, that man was still in play while the other man was in play. Could have been too many men there.
Puck flipped out front. And Signoretti nearly put that one home, but he missed the net. Now Jack Nolan battling for it to Callaway. Also all over Signoretti. To Asinaway. Asinaway out front. And Chitteroni was streaking in, but he couldn't get the shot away. Now Asinaway walks around. Looking for his options, threw it out front. Good play there by DeCallaway to stop that attempt. Now pass over to DeCallaway. As the Voodoos gain the Cubs zone, he throws it towards Bowerman's net. Now he's going to go off for a quick change. No, he stays on. Good play there by the Voodoos to nearly pick away the puck. And Signoretti now walking in. Puck cross ice. And Chitteroni couldn't get a shot away either. As now Chitteroni stops and turns.
And there's a delay call on the way.
Chitteroni, as now the Cubs have 4 players out there, looked out front. And Nolan's going to touch the puck, and that'll go for the penalty. So 2:27 left in this overtime period. And the Cubs are going to have a power play for potentially the next 2 minutes of it. Or the end.
Yeah, 2 minutes or the end of the game. Or Sudbury gets a penalty and it's evened out.
You never know.
There's many options, Courtney, and we will explain some of them.
Only a couple. Like, for instance, it might be Mike Brown's birthday. It might not be. We don't know.
Happy birthday, Mike Brown.
Either way, it's Mike Brown's birthday. Russo in for the draw against Cohen. As Cohen falls on the puck from a hit from Russo. The puck is kept in, but Smith gets to it and sends it all the way down the ice. And Varman plays it. Now keep in mind, every point is huge now in the NOJHL as all teams are in one division. So neither team wants to give up some points here. As Cohen goes for a skate, gets around Smith, goes around behind the net. Back to the point. Another chance here for the Cubs. Big save by Seibel there. Signoretti had walked it in slowly and then let loose his wrister.
Yeah, when you're down to 3 men on the ice, it's hard to make sure you're covering all the zones where a rebound could pop out to. So that ability to hold those rebounds in becomes extra valuable at times like this.
Russo again in for the draw. A minute 57 left in overtime. A minute 29 left on the power play. Signoretti to Asinaway. Sharp angle. He's going to walk around behind the net, though. Now he gets it back to Chitteroni. Chitteroni near side to Signoretti. Signoretti stops up, takes the shot. He scores! Lucas Signoretti gives the Cubs the victory. Here in overtime, it's 4-3. But to come back from down 3-1,
that was such a valiant effort.
Impressive effort by the Voodoos.
And you know, as we said earlier on Signoretti's last goal, that was just he's way too talented to leave alone that close to the net with the puck.
Well, if the Voodoos get goaltending from Austin Seibel more often than not like that, you're going to win games more often than not like that.
He's kept them in that game 100%.
And on the other side, Valraman made the saves that he had to. He bent but didn't break too often. As now we're going to get our final players of the games here before we go off air from the NOJHL Showcase.
Yeah, I would bet Signoretti of the Cubs, and I would say Seibel for the Voodoos.
I think you're a good bet on that. Not that I'm much of a betting man.
I don't do well when I bet, but that's what I'm guessing.
Yeah, there you go. Austin Seibel
In fairness, that's how I thought his name was pronounced first, too.
Yeah. It's Austin Seibel getting the player of the game. And there you go, Lucas Signoretti.
2 for 2.
Who are you?
Let's hit the casino.
On the way out of, well, it's on the opposite end of town.
We're going to get back to North Bay.
Yeah, okay, that's better. All right, that'll do it here from the NOJHL Showcase. Thanks for being along for the ride with us. And that'll do it from Sudbury for another great year at the Showcase. I'm Courtney, he's Ben Long. A huge thanks to cameraman Mike for filming all of the action here for us on the front line, and we'll see you next time on the front line.
Welcome to the Clubhouse by Gateway Golf. Located on Oak Street East in North Bay, with over 200 plus real-time courses, simulator arcade games, and delicious eats, the Clubhouse is North Bay's newest social hangout. You can book times now at gatewaygolf.ca or come visit at 245 Oak Street East in North Bay, Ontario. The Goalie Resiliency Podcast, hosted by Chris Dawson and Dr. Rob Graham. With player interviews new and old, goalie insights, and everything you need to know about being a netminder, this is the podcast to check out. You can subscribe at youtube.com/goalie resiliency or instagram.com/goalie_resiliency.